Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome to My Crochet Story, where I share with you the two things that I love, teaching and crochet. Well, today is the end of April, and as I've been saying for the last week, I cannot believe that April is already gone. You know what I mean? And next month starts the countdown for school. In Texas, it's going to be all about getting those state tests done. We're winding up things like track meets and golf, tennis. A lot of that is going now to the regional and state levels. Graduation, Mother's Day, and then graduation, then summer planning. Oh my goodness. And then the next thing you know, we'll be back to starting ready for school again. So it just really seems like after Easter, the year just starts picking up. I mean, I seem to notice that more and more every year. So, lots going on this week for me. The first thing is, starting tomorrow, those of you that have been watching Carrie the Yarny Elephant and a couple of episodes on Froggy Went a Knitting channel, we are starting the SHOLOCK. Now, I have already started mine because I just wanted to make sure that I could work out any hiccups, because this is my first time doing a mosaic of anything, blanket, pillow, little swatch, whatever. And it is one of the techniques of crochet that I have been wanting to learn for a long time. But I have to be honest with you, I always shied away from it because it just looked too intricate and too hard, I guess you could say. I mean, for me. But you know, the funny thing is that I just never took the time to stop and research how mosaic is put together. And I have to tell you that I have wasted a lot of years not doing that. So if you're considering doing mosaic, number one, get you a pattern or watch some videos. You know that there's lots of videos on everything out there, especially that's yarn related. So take a little bit of time, pull up anyone that you want to see, Mosaic for Beginners, and just start watching and seeing how it all comes together. Now, I'm going to say from the knowledge that I know right now, mosaic only consists of 3 stitches: a chain, a single crochet, and a double crochet. And you work a row, tie off, snip, leave an end. Work a row, tie off, snip, and leave an end. I mean, you don't have to worry about how do I want to say, you know, well, obviously we're changing colors every row, or I guess every couple of rows. The one I'm doing right now, I'm changing colors every row. But it's really not that hard. And like I said, I should have done that a long time ago, but it's just too lazy, I guess, or I allowed it to intimidate me, and I shouldn't have. So my SHOLOCK is going to consist of a base color. Now, this is Mary Maxim's. I was gifted the kit from Carrie at Carrie the Yarny Elephants for my birthday. So she just bought me a kit in the colors that I really like. This is Mary Maxim's Best Value, and the color on it is Cottonwood. So this is my base color, and my tree colors are out of Mary Maxim's Prism. Now, this is called Sunset, and these are my colors, but this is not the only colors that the Prism comes in, because this is the rest of the Prism colors. So some of these balls are wound with the gold tone, brown tones first, and some of them are with the turquoise. But you can see, if I can open it up a little bit without tearing it up, see there are those browns and everything. So my trees on this SHOLOCK pattern is going to consist of these Prism colors. Now, I will tell you that if you go to Mary Maxim and if you order the kit that has the Prism yarn, the only it's not a downside to it, but it is a little trying for me when I first got started. The Cottonwood is in a 4-weight, and the prism is in a 3-weight. And the only reason why it's a problem for me is that in order for me to get the gauge, because I'm a tight crocheter, I had to go up a hook size that was that met the gauge. The SHOLOCK pattern is worked using a 5 millimeter or an H hook, and I had to go up to an I. I really should have gone up to a J, but with this being a 3-weight, I had to compromise and go back down to the I. But you know, it's working out okay. I'm learning to adjust, and I'm having to use one tension for the 4-weight and another tension for the 3-weight, but it's coming out fine. It really is. I will on Tuesday be showing you, I hope to have the first 10 rows done by then, and show you how mine is coming along, and some little tips and tricks that I'm doing for myself that is helping me to be able to read the pattern and understand what it is that I'm doing. Okay, so SHOLOCK is on my hook now. I will be starting my my little pirate and his friend, the fisherman. This is from the AQUATIC aquarium, and I don't believe we ever found a, oh yes it is, it's by Natasha I can't say the name, maybe you can read it there. Can you read it? Can't get the camera to focus in on it, but I have linked previously where you can find it on Amazon, and I'll go ahead and do that again for you. But there's Boris the fisherman. Boop, 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 boop. There he is. And the only thing I can tell you about Boris for me is I am going to have to change his little breeches color. This is a very light, what does she call that? This is an emerald green, and I don't have an emerald green. So I think I'm going to use this really pretty blue here, and I think it'll match really well. I may have to change the color here from this blue to something else, maybe a gold and white stripe or a red and white stripe. I don't know, but I'll be probably changing that after I get his breeches made. But he is most definitely going to have that little red beard and that cute little beanie on top. Now I am, like I said, I'm going to be doing them both at the same time, so it's going to take me probably a little longer than it normally does whenever I do an amigurumi. But this is Valentine, this is his buddy. Now, this looks really blue, and that's probably what I'm going to go with, because it does call for turquoise, but I don't have any turquoise. But I do have some beautiful navy blue, so that's probably what I'll be using for his beard. But yeah, now Valentine has some little birds that he likes to, well, I guess this one's a parrot, isn't it? That will be going with him. And Boris, the fisherman, I will be crocheting up his little compadres, which happens to be, he's a fisherman, so what do you expect him to have? A bunch of little fish. So that's what I'll be doing there. But these boys I will be starting this week. Now, last month I had started, let me put that over there. Last month I had started on 2 amigurumis from, oh mercy me, why can't I remember her name? Anyway, the March designer that Anita picked for us to choose a pattern from to enter in the Amigurumi Wars. Well, I got started with a panda and with pug. So since I'll have to wait a few days before Anita puts up the next designer and tells us who the host is, I'm going to go ahead and finish my little pug here. I've already got his head, and if you remember from my little bear, this is where the rest of the yarn went. Probably if I hadn't started the little pug, I would have had enough to finish out my bear. But that's okay, because now I have enough to finish out the pug too. So either way, I would have had to go to Joann's to get some more big twist in this camel color. So there he is. I'll be finishing him up. Oh, well, Maureen, I can just look on the pattern and tell you who it's from. Okay. This is from DIY fluffies. Okay, there it is. And so I will be working on getting him finished up this week, or at least, I mean, you know, there's just his little body and his arms that I have to do, because all of his body and his breeches and his feet are done together, so that shouldn't take me long at all to get finished. And then I will be able to put him in my little collection of amigurumis that I will be stockpiling for my Toys for Tots with my fire department back home. So, and if you notice, of course, I'm using 4-way. She suggested the 2-weight fingering, I guess. But I don't work with anything smaller than a 3, really, and I like my amigurumis in the 4-way. So he is going to be a big little pug. I would probably guess maybe another, what is that, about maybe 8 inches, because the body is not near as big as the head. If you look at that, the head is the biggest part of him. So there we go. So I will be getting him finished this week. Put him back over here in his little bucket. There we go. And I showed you my SHOLOCK, and I showed you my 2 little amigurumis that I'll be doing. Yes, and I think, other than my Sophie's, which may not get to, because I want to get a good head start on my SHOLOCK, so that might not be, you might not see that until next week, but if I can get another row anyway on it, I'll show you how it's going. But I don't have but maybe 3 rows left to get finished with part 6, so very excited about that. Now, I want to share with you an acquisition that I made, or a purchase that I made this week. Furls had had a new line of hooks that they just dropped. It's called the Rosewood set, and they are wood. So if you're not particularly fond of wood hooks, this may not interest you. Let's see if I can get this open now. See what Lacey did to my scissors? Oh, that girl. But I guess that's what I get for leaving them out where she can get to them. Oh, I guess I got to open up this end here. Alright. I apologize. I probably should have done this before I got on, but that's okay. Okay, so there's our packing. Put that down here. And I think that's going to be there. Yes, and the rest, that's just the receipts. So, now I did not order a complete set in the Rosewood, simply because I didn't need all of the hook sizes. There's just about 5 that I work with. I mean, not like what I wanted for my metal streamlines. So, let's see what we got here. Oh my goodness. Can you see that? Look at that beautiful hook. Now this one is an H. I did the J, the I, the H, the G, not the G plus, and the F. I think that's what I did. But oh, that is just so gorgeous in color. Look at that. I hope that's coming across for you. And I really do like these hooks because they have the inline tip, which is what I love. Let me see which one this one is. Oh, I bet this is my, nope. Oh, this is my F. Look at that. Now, I know many people suggest that you don't use an F hook on amigurumi. I mean, excuse me, a wooden hook on amigurumi. They suggest that. Am I not getting that in there correctly? Yeah, probably not. Well, did I open up the wrong end? Probably did. I'll put that aside because I definitely don't want to break it. I'm opening them off because I want to see if their colors, they're pretty consistent. In the wood grain, and this one's a G. Anyway, what I was saying is, many suggest that you do not use anything but a metal hook on when you're doing your amigurumis. I know definitely with cotton. I think Tia's in the bathroom. And yeah, this one's an I. But yeah, they all seem to be pretty consistent with their coloring and the grain work. But oh my goodness, that is just so nice and smooth, pretty. Oh, I am in love, folks. And I know that I will be using each and every one of these. You know, I've always been a Bates girl. Always, always, always. That's what I learned on it. I didn't think I would ever choose another hook. But I really do love Furl's streamline hooks. I can't, because I'm not a knife holder, I'm a pencil holder. Those little knobs, you know, are the pretty little, what would you call them, baubles that they have on the ends, would not work well for me. I know many people can position their fingers to where they can make it work. Maureen can't. So anyway, I will definitely be enjoying using these hooks. So I'm really excited. I don't know if they're still on sale, but they did an introductory price of $20 a hook. So you might check out, you know, run over there to Furl's real quick if you're interested in these hooks, and check to see if they're still on sale. Now, I'm not affiliated with Furl, so don't think that I'm pushing you to go do that because I'll get something out of it. No, 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 no. I'm just excited to find a different type of hooks than my Bates, and I really have, like I said, fallen in love with the Furl streamlines. So it's not because I'm going to get anything off of it. It's just that if you love the streamline wooden hooks and you buy them from Furl's, if you didn't get notified, they did have them on sale as their introductory price of $20 a piece instead of, you know, $24 or $36, depending on. So, sorry for Lacey, she sees a puppy outside. That's all I have for you for this week. I hope you've enjoyed my little chit chat and the items that I've shared with you. It's going to be a busy week for me, but that's the only way to be, isn't it? Is to have something always in your hands, being creative. So thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. As always, I really do appreciate it. Be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know. Could be your light they need to see. I love you all. Bye.